This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Peace, blessings, safety, mercy, and healings be unto you elect, you hopeful elect, the elect of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, who are scattered throughout the four winds, four corners of this earth. And double honors to the head elder apostles of the Great Millstone Branch, GMS, that teach us and edify us daily. Let me get straight into it. Lord's will, this lesson is edifying to you hopeful elect out there. Now in this lesson, I wanted to highlight Donald Trump. He's been on the news lately a lot, and you got a lot of simple ass Jake out there. Jake, short for Jacob. All right, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You got a lot of Jake out there that are putting their trust in this devil, believing that, Donald Trump's going to make America great again. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the truth. That's not the case. The truth is that Yahweh, whom the world ignorantly calls God, and his beloved Son, his only begotten Son, Lord Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is going to destroy America, which is Babylon the Great, spiritual modern-day Egypt, by way of thermal, nuclear destruction, and by the chariots of our Lord, the so-called UFOs. All right, this place ain't coming back into power. This place is not going to be made great again. This place is flatlining. And by this place, I mean America. All right? I'm going to read this again. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Esau, Edom, right? The so-called white man, the Edomites, they're our number one enemy. And they are not to be trusted. They are the wicked, pursuing to Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. They are the wicked, and they are not to be trusted. I have a couple articles pulled up. First one is from Mother Jones, highlighting this devil and his wickedness, his lies, just his trickery. It was posted February 25th, 2024. Trump claims his mugshot wins him black voters. He's talking about you Israelites, you so-called Negroes. And this is his mugshot. This is the point I wanted to bring out. Trump says the black people are so much on my side now. Speaking at an event hosted on Friday by the Black Conservative Federation in South Carolina, Trump made reference to his multiple indictments. And this is what Trump thinks. I think that's why the black people are so much on my side now, because they see what's happening to me happens to them. Does that make sense? The mugshot. We've all seen the mugshot. And you know who else embraced it more than anyone else? The black population. It's incredible. At another point in the speech, Trump also said the lights were so bright that he could only see black attendees in the crowd. All right? Here's another one. Here are all the times Donald Trump insulted Mexico. You Israelites, you so-called Latinos. Donald Trump kicked off his presidential, by the way, this was published August 31st, 2016. Donald Trump kicked off his presidential bid more than a year ago with harsh words for Mexico. They are not our friend.
I love Mexican people. I have such a great relationship to Mexico. I hire thousands. People, the rich Mexicans, they're great people. Friends of mine, they buy my apartments. Just like I love the Chinese people. The problem, it's true, they buy my apartments. They're friends of mine. They live in Trump Tower. They live in many of my buildings. I love the Mexican people. They have tremendous spirit.
Donald Trump kicked off his presidential bid more than a year ago with harsh words for Mexico. They are not our friend. Believe me, he said before disparaging Mexican... is that disparaging? Disparaging Mexican immigrants. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're grapeists, and some, I assume, are good people. Here's what Trump has said about Mexico and Mexicans before and during his presidential campaign. Sadly, the overwhelming amount of violent crime in our major cities is committed by, here you go, committed by blacks and Hispanics. A tough subject must be discussed. When will the U.S. stop sending money to our enemies, i.e., Mexico and others? When do we beat Mexico at the border? They're laughing at us, at our stupidity, Trump said as he announced his candidacy on June 16, 2015. And now they're beating us economically. They are not our friend. Believe me, they're killing us economically. The U.S. has become a dumping ground for everybody else's problems. This is from Vox. Donald Trump's long history of racism from the 1970s to 2020. This was published August 13th, 2020. Let me just get straight to the point. Trump has a long history of racist controversies. 1973, the U.S. Department of Justice under Nixon's administration, out of all administrations, sued the Trump Management Corporation for violating the Fair Housing Act. Federal officials found evidence that Trump had refused to rent to black tenants. There you go, you Israelites. And lied to black applicants about whether apartments were available. Among other accusations, Trump said the federal government was trying to get him to rent to welfare recipients. In the aftermath, he signed an agreement in 1975 agreeing to not discriminate to renters of color without admitting to previous discrimination. 1980s, Kit Brown, a former employee at Trump's castle, accused another one of Trump's businesses of discrimination. When Donald and Ivana came to the casino, the bosses would order all the black people off the floor. Brown said it was the 80s. I was a teenager, but I remember it. They put us all in the back. 1989, in a controversial case that's been characterized as modern-day lynching, 4 black teenagers and 1 Latino teenager, right? You Israelites, the Central Park 5, were accused of attacking and graping a jogger in New York City. Trump immediately took charge in the case, running an ad in local papers demanding bring back the death penalty. All right? Bring back our police. The teens' convictions were later vacated after they spent 7 to 13 years in prison, and the city paid $41 million in a settlement to the teens. But Trump in October 2016 said he still believes they're guilty despite DNA evidence to the contrary. 1991, a book by John O'Donnell, former president of Donald Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, quoted Trump's criticism of a black accountant. Black guys counting my money? I hate it. The only kind of people I want counting my money are short guys that wear yarmulkes every day, Salaki, if I pronounce that the wrong way. I think that the guy is lazy, and it's probably not his fault, because laziness is a trait in blacks. It really is. I believe that. It's not anything that they can control. Trump later said in 1997 Playboy interview that the stuff O'Donnell wrote about me is probably true. In 1992, the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino had to pay a $200,000 fine because it transferred black and women dealers off tables to accommodate a big-time gambler's prejudices. In 1993, in congressional testimony, Trump said that some Native American reservations operating casinos shouldn't be allowed because they don't look like Indians to me. 2000, in opposition to a casino proposed by the St. Regis Mohawk tribe, which he saw as a financial threat to his casinos in Atlantic City, Trump secretly ran a series of ads suggesting the tribe had a record of criminal activity. That is well documented. See, this is what this devil does. He tries to point the finger at everyone else but himself. All right? 2004, in season 2 of The Apprentice, Trump fired Kevin Allen, a black contestant, for being overeducated. You're an unbelievably talented guy in terms of education, and you haven't done anything, Trump said on the show. At some point, you have to say that's enough.
Racist.
Yes.
Today I want to talk about how to grow the African American middle class and to provide a new deal for Black America.
One or two examples of him being racist.
Shout out James
I've got to
Clooney.
go do my job. You do your job.
One example, quick example.
That deal is grounded in
They don't have
three
one.
promises: safe communities, great education, and high-paying jobs.
Well, he shows all the time that he's racist.
Every African American citizen in this country is entitled to a government that puts their jobs, wages, and security first.
Could you provide one or two examples?
Nope.
I can't think of it right now.
Would you like to hear why I don't think he's a racist?
Shout out Clooney.
No.
America.
This is the book of Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, meaning his mind. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And you knuckle-headed Israelites out there, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, this devil don't like you. All right? Donald Trump, the Edomites, beginning with the top wicked elite, they don't like you. They don't love you. They want to kill you. They want to kill us Israelites. They don't like us. Whenever they speak, do not believe them. They want to eliminate us. Though they be acting all friendly, like they're your friend, in the back of their mind, they've killed you 1,000,000 times over and over and over again. You must have forgot how this devil operates, how this devil got this land. All right? America, which is Babylon the Great. This land is riddled with blood. These devils came here and colonized this land. It was already inhabited by our people, our brothers and sisters, the Gadites, the so-called Native American Indians. They came, made friends with them, so-called made friends with them, and then killed them. Took their land, robbed them. Not supposed to trust this devil. Once again, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You're not supposed to trust this devil because it could be to your detriment. It could lead to your detriment. And for you knuckleheads trusting in Esau and trusting in his system, trusting in America, which is Babylon the Great, you're going to be destroyed. This is the book of Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe, meaning destruction, to them that go down to Egypt for help. And America is modern-day Egypt. And stay on horses. And trust in chariots, because they are many. And in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. Y'all trusting in America, Babylon the Great, which is Babylon the Great. You're trusting in Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. But y'all don't trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Salakia. Y'all don't trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, our power, our help. Y'all trust in this devil, his system. You're gonna be destroyed along with this devil and his system. We're supposed to trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. I'm talking to you Israelites out there. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. This is the book of Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai with all thine heart, meaning with all your mind. Don't trust in this devil. Don't trust in his system. Trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. But you know who's going to trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai? The elect. We of the hopeful elect. All right? Trust in the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai with all thine heart, meaning with all your mind, and lean not unto thine own understanding. Trust in the Lord. Don't trust in Esau. All right? He is a deceiver, a slanderer. He is a liar.
For
the next 10 years, this has never been done, for historic black colleges and universities, the HBCUs. Barack Obama didn't even do that. He did prison reform, meaning which directly affects us as black people because we fill up the prisons. You feel me? He said, if you're a nonviolent offender and it's just like drugs or something, and you ain't kill nobody or pull a gun on nobody, you can come home, man. There's programs set in place for you to be able to come home. He did everything he could to show by his actions that he ain't a racist and a damn good president. He did all that.
That's okay. Look, it's not a Trump rally. Let him holler. No one's paying.
Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Question for you on that point, though.
Fui uno de como 5 o 6 personas afortunadas de tener el chance de janguear con él un ratito, conocerlo, saludarlo. Pero esto es un par súper exclusivo. Lo quieren o lo odien, esto es una marca para la historia de Sneaker Game, por lo menos en todo el mundo. El primer presidente en tirar un tenis, en verdad. ¿Qué ustedes piensan de él?